actually.
Wait, what did Dendy say?
And then we played Ehome, who won the tournament without.
Dendy said something. I want to hear what Dendy
They just crushed every team.
Ehome finished the year as the best team in history of Dota.
They were just on a totally different level. Like, they had their manager sitting behind them. He was making their call. He was running around with this little black book. And they were the first team I heard of who did that.
The Ehome manager copying down the draft, doing the prep work. He was their coach. There was a great interview that was done, and it lined up all the top European captains who attended, and the topic was Ehome.
If you want to have a big board, you don't need to invite Chinese teams because they're too strong. So Ehome won. What do you think of the Chinese guys?
I never felt this outplayed in my entire life. It's unbelievable how good they are. Like,
Sir Soul the Dark, I don't stop by as much as I should, but I'm glad to see you're keeping it CSP. Hell yeah, baby, let's go. Sir Soul, thank you for the tier 2 pop.
国际赛场的时候，所有的国外战队的经理和队员看到我们的时候，全体都会大声地
Everyone will all yell out.
你知道那是一个多么壮观的场面呢？这是一个故事，是一个风俗，就是当大家看到Ehome的时候，他们就自然而然地认为王者要入场。
They naturally think the king is entering. God damn.
During this trip to
Shit's getting deep.
it's actually the same period as my exam periods. So I treated it as a sacrifice that I have to make for the team and for myself. And I find that when it comes to pursuing your passions, it's really up to you to decide if it's worth the sacrifice.
When they having exam, they not allow him to leave the school. So I told him.
Yo, Tyler, Daniel, thank you guys for the sub and the 33
Starting
months.
out career in gaming is risky. It's very risky because the examinations actually clash with the competition, and missing the exams without a proper explanation, the school didn't recognize the Dota competition as a valid reason. It's kind of breaking school rules.
Oh, wow.
And the school is very determined to stop him from pursuing his chance of going for this contest. So I think this has created a big stress for the family.
This mother very headache, you know.
Yo, guys, what was Dota's peak? What was Dota's highest peak of all time? Of concurrent players.
You know, he's
Oh, yeah.
So that's why when he told me he's going to office, I said, then how about your school exam? What are you going to do?
Somebody hit me with a proper Google.
Yeah.
Hit me with a proper
How much
Google.
gaming is weighing me down. That was really the talk where I really opened my heart and I shared with her my passion for the game and how much I believe that my team actually has the potential to win, to be the best in the world. So we are stopping at nothing less than first.
1.3 million concurrent players, invisible.
Yeah, I have absolute confidence in my team that we will win.
Alright, the draft is underway. Ehome, they will select up their heroes. Scythe will start selecting theirs. Looking now at both the teams, it looks like Ehome, they're fairly relaxed, while Scythe, you know, they're eager. They're all gathering around HY to pick.
If you have a losing draft, you will lose the game. This is what I think of Dota. So it's really a lot on drafting.
1.2.
Drafting
Okay.
is where two captains will select what they want to play with, what heroes are selected and what heroes are taken out. You can select 5 heroes out of a pool of over 100.
Guys, pay
You can also
attention.
remove 4 of those heroes. So 4 heroes you think your opponent will want to use, you can remove.
Before any game, any match, we will decide our ban and picks according to which team we are fighting.
This is a crucial part of the game.
Come up with a very impromptu strategy to try and fight their threat. That you really have to spend a lot of time thinking of the draft. The draft actually decides a lot of the game itself.
Ehome, they're a team with so much experience. They already know the way they want to roll this one out. The only thing that's really going to make it or break it for them is if they can get their execution right.
In that particular matchup, we felt that we needed something that could instill the fear in them.
And Tiny looks to be the last pick up here from Scythe. An interesting pick up there by Scythe's going to start to change around their lanes completely now. With Tiny, it is good as a surprise strat. If another team doesn't realise where he fits into the whole lineup, then you can really throw the opposition off balance. He's moving away, but no HY. He'll just turn around and just pop Selena.
Yo, congrats to all the winners, guys.
Ehome, they are not.
Make sure you guys give Curtis all your
This is just
details.
like playing an amazing game.
When you you have such a huge audience, and you know that everyone is at home watching the game. They have their hopes pinned on you, and I feel that there's so much that
We can take it off sub mode now.
And they should be able to clean it up right now. Tiny, he's going to toss, he's going to launch, and he definitely gets the kill. We've got 357 getting nailed out there. Nature's Bradford going to get the last hit as well. This the entire team down for eHome. This is GG. This is now a double rack for Leaf. And eHome, they're going to disconnect. We have our first winners bracket finalists. Sight will advance. eHome will drop down into the losers bracket. And Sight will now finish up this game.
Damn. Conceding. GG.
the 1 million is 1 million. That's a lot. It's gonna make my time playing this game more worth it. Didn't think smoking would do me any good.
Yeah. When did you start smoking?
2 years back. 2 years back. Bad move.
That seems to coincide with you and your ex-girlfriend. Yes.
On bad terms. Feels like she's moved on already. Back then when she was playing the game, it felt like we had something we shared. Yeah, but right now it's like
You gonna be alright, baby. You gonna be
I
alright.
think she's
Come on now.
she's following this event, but probably this event's big.
Yo, Tyler, thank you for the 5, man. Oh yeah, man, we're pushing it out. Vinci, thank you for the Prime. Orbital Labs, thank you for the 2 months.
Yeah. Finally, I'll have something on.
Prime doesn't count as a sub. What the fuck? Question mark. Over Brett. What? Been here longer than 2 months. Love your work. See you. See stuff. Oh, did you notice that tiny book earlier in the video? Of course Prime counts as a sub. Who says it doesn't count as a sub? I think you're a little confused, baby. We're watching free to play. It's a documentary on Steam. Anyone can download it and watch it on Steam. We're just watching it together as a family. Bible thumbs in the chat. My man's in love over here. Yo, Wooji with the Big Boy Prime. Thank you, man. Welcome.
Have to make a phone call. Yeah. Finally, I'll have something I'm proud of to tell.
She's not the only girl, baby. Trust. Trust. Trust.
When you played the Russians and the Ukrainians, they were just the unpredictable teams. I had no idea what the Russians were thinking. That was their best weapon.
No, we're having fun. We trying to relax. We're trying to scare our opponent. Mind games. I turn off my brain in the way of being scary of someone.
One of the things I really admire about him is how he hasn't really had an easy life. He's always so upbeat. He's always so cheerful.
When he first came on the Dota scene, he looked like a 12-year-old boy. Everyone was just like, who is this kid? There's no way you could take this guy seriously. And then he would destroy you in games.
Как-то я видела, показали даже где-то в интернете, как он работает с клавиатурой. И это действительно завораживает.
Ladies, I hear he's single.
Я думаю, что Данилу, может быть, и где-то пригодилась его игра на фортепиано, потому что руки у него совершенно потрясающие.
His moves, I think, are unique, and they might win you the game.
I hate
But
this
he
game. It
wants
says
to
it's
rely
open, but I know
completely
it's
on
not.
skill. He wants like an enemy against him, and he wants to kill him through skill. Nothing more. He wants to win the game. His disadvantage is that he doesn't have patience. He wants to make those moves.
He can get a little bit crazy in games. He will try new and different things. He will overextend
Wow,
team fights
okay.
because he believes he can get the kill.
I'm gonna
If
see
the
over
patience
this
can
video.
go too far, and he might lose the game for us.
I can relate, Danny. I can relate.
Oh, Fury is going to go with the one. They got the sprout on Sanching as well. It's probably going to be a double. Denny's ulti. It hits. Dandy, no, he cannot be. This is Dandy through and through. Starts with a hex, goes to cold snap. He locks it in place. Weaver really close to death. Manages a time lash back out again. Dandy will TV back to safety. So GG being called by IG Na'Vi. They will take the game. Our winners bracket finalists are going to be Na'Vi versus Scythe.
Most teams that you see that have the most fan bases are full nationality. Our team is all spread out across the world.
Diversity.
Have it a little harder than us because he doesn't really have this human support that we do.
Fuck. What the fuck? No, fuck out of here.
Well, the hardest thing I had to really deal with in my life is just trying to convince my family about my gaming career. It's really, really difficult, especially when you start out slow, but you know there's a future for something, and you put a lot of time in, and they keep telling you, like, you should probably get a real job.
So all this nigga can do is score layups. Fucking cunt.
Get that workout.
I was
Give
born
him
in
the
the
fucking
Los
ball.
Angeles district in Lancaster, California. I lived there with my dad and my mom. Around 2 years old, my dad left my mom. He didn't really say anything. He just packed up and left.
Some
She had to
cold-blooded
raise
shit.
us both while going to law school at the same time.
It wasn't real easy as far as just got out of law school,
These
didn't have a
niggas are some
job, had huge
big
student loans to
bodies.
pay back.
But can
This
they
job
guard
came
the
up,
three though?
so we
Fucking
moved here
cunts.
on our
Ugly
own.
as
So
shit.
I've been raising them by myself ever since.
So this is the photo album that I made Clinton for as he was growing up. I put pictures in it as we went along.
My sons were both really active into sports, and they wanted
gotta
to do
take
a lot,
over.
so I had to limit them. They could choose 2 per season. That was maximum for me, being able to get them to practice and go watch their games. That was tough. And Clinton sent him on Santa's lap, his brother Santa.
GC, get off Dota 2.
Niggas are trash,
Precisely
bro.
17 seconds to apologize, or you will be banished. Definitely.
He gets upset. Compared to me, I just
For the improper use of G's.
doesn't exist.
Fucking sorry ass bitches, bro.
11 seconds.
Sorry
We're
ass
sitting at his house,
niggas.
playing Dota, doing it competitively, had a sponsor team and
Fuck.
everything like that. But I think that's when it probably started
I'm
getting
not
his-
losing to these
his
bummy
mom's
ass
nerves.
niggas. Nah, that's on me, nigga.
I have a crazy sleeping
This is my
schedule.
fucking 8.
I'm on a European
Yeah,
team,
bro.
so sometimes I have to stay up at pretty ridiculous hours or wake up ridiculous hours. So the standard day for me is not so standard.
Carry
All
the
the nights
fucking
I
team.
would be up to with him, and that would keep her awake most of the nights. And this is kind of where
Lock
the tension
up,
got pretty
man.
high.
This went on for years, and it came
Lock
to the point
up.
where I just
Lock up, nigga.
to go somewhere else.
Damn. Pass the
We'll
ball.
talk about it. We'll talk about that.
What's wrong with you?
Spoiled my gaming career, basically.
When Clinton first moved in here, he was
Come
supposed to
on,
put
lock
desk
up.
in.
Lock
There
the
wasn't
fuck
anything
up.
in the room, and I have a lot of stuff that we're getting ready to take
Lock
to dump.
up, nigga.
And Clinton went out there, and he came back in with this green desk, and he goes, "It's perfect."
So I didn't have a monitor, so I went to my friend and he had a spare CRT monitor, so I got that.
Best monitors in the
Obviously,
game.
I have 2 books here to punch that up so I can actually see the monitor, so it's kind of a ghetto setup even when I go to competitions. So I don't think I play any differently on the nice setups compared to this one.
Clinton's like the Rocky Balboa of Dota. He's definitely one of the first big U.S. players, and honestly, I didn't even
Don't let
even
them
know he was
space the
that big.
floor like this.
In the North American scene, there weren't many good American players known back then. Everybody respected Fear.
So,
A lot of the people I knew, they quit the game. They moved on, stuff like that. But I stuck with it, so I ended up being one of the oldest players with all of his years of experience and all.
Guys, quick break. Go wash your hands. Go brush your teeth. Go use the bathroom. Get a snack. Get some drink. I'll be right back. Put on the banger.
out, bro. When I spam it over, you ain't getting the ball back, bitch. Get that, bitch. Calm the ball, nigga. Get the ball now. Alright, bro, come on, what's up? Give me that hop on that, bitch. White, word up. Ah! Wait, you still waiting. Give me that. Pick up. You don't know my lane, bitch. Down. Get in. This game fails out. He's a whole blast. Fucking trash. Them niggas are ass. Get it. Get it. Oh, let's go. Green on God. Wait for pass. Wait, you gonna try to do this for
I have Michael in.
Green. Wait. I try to pass it. I play that so I'm a big fan of so I watch it. Oh, good boy. Let's go. Let's go. I got. I wanna fuck in your mommy. Get the fuck off the court, bitch. Fast down in the lane, bitch. Them smash swerving in my lane, bitch. Come on now, Cam. Fuck out here, nigga. Fucking spam me, fucking tryhard, acid. Fucking that's tough. Swerving in my lane, bitch. Shut up, bitch. I'm a hot ball. Yeah, I will, bitch. Good job, you want fucking cookie, nigga? The fuck? Fuck out here, nigga. You heard me, bitch. What they do is off of. That's all, son. No, fuck them with them old boys. You gonna get fucked over. I do it, the bitch not so old boy. Fuck them with them old boys. You gonna get fucked over. Ride, we say no boy. We say no boy. Gun, no boy. No boy. They do it off of soul, son. They wasn't freaking no. Y'all been up on boy. No boy. God, you fuck old boy. Come here. Good boy. Come on. He made that. I saw him here. I saw that there. I need a 3. Give that. Hey! I can fuck your mom.
I'm gonna get a shot off now.
Look at that. It's funny how you trying to spam and stuff. Nah, so. Oh, yeah, he's lagging. Cut. Oh, never mind. I do it off of soul, so he wasn't drinking over. Y'all look, I'm not going, boy. Graham. selling, bro. It's on me, bro. I'm selling, bro.
What the fuck, bro?
Nope. Dumb. I bored of it. Huh? He really just made that? I know you just seen that. He really just made that? Look at that. That's all right. I got him. I got him. Look at this dude. Trash. Trash. Trash, dumbass bitch. Wow. Y'all niggas are ass, man. Niggas spamming me. Like, what the fuck are you? They need to take off this inbound.
Let's look and shoot.
Where you going, sir? Don't pass it, nigga.
Damn ball.
Block that. Get it. Niggas are ass, bro. Niggas are trash.
Okay, I said I hit those.
Get it. Look at that shit, nigga.
Get got it. Nigga, I'm trying to tie the... Oh my, give me the damn ball. The damn ball.
Thank you.
Shit.
Shoot, bro.
Can we keep the lead?
Point. I got it. Bro, look at this dumbass. Fuck that shit. Fuck out here. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Shot to 9. Dog, 30 it up. Got him. Got him, coach. No, I saw you. Shot to 11, bro. Shot to 11. Appreciate you on the stream. Let me know what's in here, y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if y'all new. Got him, coach. Bro, that's all.
Thought he was me for a second.
That nigga spamming. Get that. Yeah, get that, bitch. Stupid asshole. Raid. Who raided me? Cause I can't even read chat right now. Who raided me? Yeah, I'm trying. Got you right there, homie. 9. I got 9 people. Who raided me, bro? Cause I couldn't read comments that time. Cause I have my phone right now. But my fault, bro. Look at that bum ass bitch. He ain't gonna sell shit. Gone. Get the fuck out of the court, bitch. Dedrick Gray. Hey, shout out to my boy Dedrick, bro. Hey, we got my boy Dedrick raiding me, bro. Hey, appreciate my boy Dedrick, bro. Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you, Dedrick, bro. I know you watching the stream, bro. I appreciate that raid, bro. I really appreciate it, bro. Hey, bro, I'm just chilling, y'all, bro. Just playing 2K. I'm trying to hit 99 overall, y'all. But appreciate my boy Dedrick, bro. Hey, Dedrick, comment up in the chat, bro.
Shit.
But appreciate all that raid, bro. We finna hit this 840 subs. Let's go. Hey, let's see who got on the court next. I'm finna hit this 92 overall, y'all. Live on stream. HD Ray. Appreciate the raid. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to T-Well, bro. Shout out to King Savage. Shout out to Trap. Shout out to everybody that's subscribed to the channel. Appreciate all those new subs. We at 840. We finna hit this 1K, bro. I'm finna at 1K, y'all. I'm doing another giveaway. I did a giveaway yesterday, y'all. So I'm gonna do another giveaway. I'm doing 10 PSN and an Xbox giveaway at 1K subs. I'm doing another giveaway. I already used this giveaway though. Oh, it's a 93 over on GP. Bro, take that wig off. Oh yeah, Come on. Good shot. Hey, D-Ray, shout to him, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, I think that shit's over. Yeah, I'm streaming, nigga. Hey, shout out to the 34 people in the stream, bro. Damn. Yeah, I got him. Oh, look at this dude. I'm guarding a 93 over. That's tough.
Sorry ass nigga. so sorry.
Hey, I'm saucy, bro. Make sure you turn on those notifications, bro. You can be part of the Saturday game. I'm doing the giveaway, y'all. Just know that, bro. I have 1K. Oh my god. I have that. Hey, Jock. Hey, we really appreciate you, bro. We need to stop. Let's see this 9 do what you gonna do. See that, nigga? Wow. Join my party, bro. I'm playing a game right now. We need to stop, bro. Let's see what you gonna do. I don't know what he is, bro. Damn, we're playing 39 viewers, bro. Oh my god. He's a stretch, my nigga. Y'all trying no kitchen. New to the channel, appreciate you, bro. We're gonna be doing a lot of giveaways on this channel, so stay tuned. Oh wow. I can't do shit about that. What's up, David? Yeah. No, I'm on YouTube. I'm a YouTuber. He's my granddad. I appreciate you. Oh, he's doing that, yeah. I'm telling you, these stretches are OP in this game. You can't do nothing about this. Like, stretches are OP in this shit. Yo, he gonna make that too. He gonna make that. Oh, never mind. Look, what? Stream, I know y'all seen this. What just happened? This is fake, my nigga. How he did that? How the ball just went up on? I got him.
What's up, Naya?
I know I should have made a stretch right there. Let's go.
What up?
We're good. This sounds Isaiah, bro. He not green that young. I just knew it. I'm gonna screenshot his baby. We pulled 41 viewers. Let's go. See how good it is. I just want to hit 92 overall. Or 93. Imagine if I skip 92. I swear to God, bro. If I hit 93. Oh, dude. If I did, bro, I'll be GG. Dang, we got 847 subs, bro. We're almost to 900 subs. I'm a 94 fish shark. You got 94? That's round 3 when you're done. I bet. Yeah, just like, yeah. I had every sub back, y'all, so if y'all want to follow me, just let me know, bro. I had every sub back. And it's on YouTube. Record born in... I appreciate it. I like, where's my shout out? Hey, shout out to Bob Job for this. Subbing to the channel, liking the stream, and turn on notifications. I'm gonna be shouting out everyone in the stream, so if y'all want to shout out, let me know, bro. We're pulling like 44 viewers, bro. Hey, Dre, join me. I need a Sarah. Who is Sarah in the chat that's good in the chat? Let me know, bro. I'll give everybody a shout out. Lucas, King Santana. This is beautiful GG. Yeah, GG, bro. GG, bro. I see you, bro. Yo, good. What's your YouTube channel, bro? Y'all can self-promote in the chat. I'll let y'all self-promote y'all channel. If y'all want to self-promote y'all channel, just comment up in the chat. I ain't worried about it. If y'all need some subs, just comment up in the channel. In the chat. Make sure y'all like the stream. Hey, we need 3. Come on. Oh, shoot. We might supposed to go to. Oh, yeah, get on. Come on, bro. Oh, die. Left, die. Come on, Jen. I can't do one. Let's get into at least 50 people, bro. I swear, bro. If we can get to 100 viewers, bro, we'll be so lit. With the thing. Let's see. Oh, his name is So For Real. That's tough. Let's see. Shock range slash if you're a shark. Alright, bro. Like, I mean, hello. Hey, yo, how you say your name? I knew you was a 99 from last year, bro. And a legend. I heard. You was a legend, right? In 2K17? I'm a 95 pure lock. Oh, yeah, we're running. Yeah, what's your game time? I'm gonna add you, bro. Once I'm done running with the people I'm playing with, bro, add me, bro. Hey, what's up, Dedrick? I see you in the stream, bro. What's up with you? What's up, homie? I'm just grinding to this 92, bro. 92's over. Pick up. That's all you. Oh, good D. HD raid. Shout out to my boy Dedrick for the raid, bro. I know. He's a stretch. Just stretch. GG. What's good, bro? You just played 93 overall? Oh, yeah. GG to that 93, bro. I got him. Let's see. What? I might go for 97, Dedrick. I'm gonna go for 97 or 98. I want mascots. Bro, I swear, if they put it to 350k BC, I'm not buying no mascots. I'm not spending over like $200 off of freaking $200 off of mascots. On me. I'll call you. Oh, you should pull that. Never mind. You should pull that. Oh, he's a sharp. Hey, appreciate everybody in the stream, bro. If y'all new to the stream, subscribe to the channel, like the stream, and turn on notifications. With Higgs, 900 subs live today, y'all, and I'm paying 92. I don't care. I'm not gonna stop playing this game until I hit this 92 overall. I'm telling you this now. I'm not stopping. That's my gamer tag. I got you. I'll add you. Hey, let me delete some brown clothes after this. Oh shoot, I got sharp, nigga. Good D. No way, he pulled that. Hey, Desert, when we finna run, bro? When you hit, like 97, right? No, it's okay. Give me that. When we finna run? Oh, shit. What's up, Scream? That's my gamer tag? What is it? That's your gamer tag? Bet. Add me. Just type in PSN now, I'd bet. Good D. That's all you. Green that! I told you, bro! Let's go! Green that bitch. Over. Alright, bro. It's Savage _ Isaiah 29. I had every sub back, so. I got him now. I got him. Down my man. He got the two. That's a 2. Oh, damn, my 3. Pulling up. I got you, homie. I got more. Oh, never mind. No, I didn't.
That's tough.
Oh, I know you seen that. That's tough. I know you seen that. That was tough. How you do that? I don't know that. GJ, I'm telling you, bro. I'll be back, man. I got you. I'll add you back, though. Oh, good D. What? He just dunked on you. That dude just dunked on. I'm on 90 overall. Start rebounding. Oh, yeah, I got you. Everybody add me back. I'm finna delete like a lot for him. So. Oh, yeah, one more. That was wide, bro. That jump was. Oh, GG. Yeah, he has always. Come on. Oh, yeah, he's sleeping. Oh, GG. Come on. Green, I'm gone. Green, bro. Come on, stop trying me. It's over. Too many friends. Let me delete some friends after this, y'all. I'm deleting more friends. Alright. You delete a lot of friends. Alright. Yeah. Oh, yo. Down. No, stay on sharp. Can't shoot. No way. Give me that. Defense. I got you. Bro, I'm trying. Green.
这个游戏。
这是形成中国打世界的训练。这本来就是我的本职工作，如果拿冠军的话是应该的。我告诉他们，如果你来这里就是来拿冠军的，我每天都会跟他们说，我们一定要做到这件事，我们必须要做到这件事。传统是除了冠军奖杯以外，剩下奖杯都是放回蛋，对，他们10分钟一场。
Support TPing in FCB gets the first time. Misery overcommits on the top lane. Misery wants the tower. The PLT's had enough of this. FCB! What a time for a frog! Misery will pop! Yeah.
他们看我们打的比赛，他们就觉得根本就赢不了我们。
Oh.
I got this hat on Amazon.
This is where my dad works.
That's a snapback.
He's doing the logistics for the company here. So it involves the shipping of the containers from one place to another. When I was younger, he used to work like 15 to 16 hours a day. He's pretty much given up on everything else in his life.
Guys, 12-hour streams like it's nothing. Come on
It's
now.
always made clear to me that I should
Come
focus
on now.
my life, focus my studies, so as to not follow his footsteps. He doesn't want me to, be slogging
Light
as hard
flex.
as he is right now. But the chance to be the best in the world at something, you don't get it much in life.
Watching a Dota documentary.
My son said, he working at this Dota. They spend a lot of time, he get nothing.
Yeah, it's a Dota bit.
At this point. Never go to school.
Call free to play.
Play computer. Then morning sleep. Then computer until the next day morning. Then he sleep. The whole day at least 15 hours at computer. Then it's life. My son life is like that. For me, I also my son to study more. Don't like me. Never study. When I young, I also same as Han Yong. Always spend a lot of time to play. That now I also regret. Why don't study? But now hoping my son continue to study.
Probably like 20 minutes.
Than me. It's my hope lah.
Having reached the final day of the tournament, Benedict has missed 2 exams and must repeat his last semester of school. His team is one win away from the grand final.
Well, the win is badly.
For each try, I think it was a great choice, a brilliant choice, because he was confident that he could win. It's an opportunity that you shouldn't miss out.
So, get ready, sign in, log in, play around, test a little bit, and then join the lobby in about 4 minutes. Okay.
It's once in a lifetime chance.
What's easier to get into as a beginner, Dota or League? Probably League.
And we have a rematch. eHome versus Side. eHome facing up against a team who forced them into the lower bracket.
The psychological pressure is immense, especially upon the drafter, because he's the one who is in the end responsible for the team's picks.
But you shouldn't let that shy you away.
Ooh, that's just hitting the club in a different way.
Shadow Fiend. Alrighty. Then it's HY is SF. Everyone knows how to counter a Shadow Fiend. It's a very bold pickup here by Side. The fact that if Sides win the early game, they're going to gain so much momentum. If they don't, then eHome will basically roll themselves into the grand final.
Is Killer Kalai here?
HY, BKB's going to wear off pretty soon. And Benjamin's a great strike. HY dead. Hit again, and he wants XY, catches up to him, and he brings him down. He conks! Joey, he wants to leave, but there's just no mana! He gets it!
We'll do some 10 versus 10 sub-Dota matches soon. Maybe sometime next week.
If he can pop off an ulti like that, he doesn't really have to reveal himself to his opponent. He can really just initiate. Oh, there he goes! HY just managed to pop off an ultimate. Earthshaker is already dead. A2O really gunning for HY. They're already 3 gone. Nate and 4. There's a double kill for the end stage. And they're headed for the tower right now. There is a GG. Good game call by HY. Sides have had enough now. eHome will advance. The Chinese hope will stay alive as they will go on.
home 150,000.
The first placing was very important to me. To add on to that, my studies was also at the same time.
That sucks, Dad.
By everything, so everything was related. When everything
That's the
comes
worst.
falling down at the same time, it's quite hard to handle. Things are all changed, so you gotta like
30K
plan your life
each, yeah,
again,
that's not bad.
all over again.
In 2011, at that time,
You got to realize your flaws. This
It's
is how
unheard
I feel. I don't do things as well alone. So if you try to do everything by yourself, it's not gonna be possible, you know.
I'm actually a believer of fate, and I told myself that winning isn't necessary because there are so many more things in life. How you take care of the people you love. I think that's a very big thing. You know, that's a very important thing.
the name of the movie is Free to Play.
One thing ever.
Like 10 minutes, maybe? Maybe like 15 minutes left?
guys. I just woke up, it's not fair. My haircut.
Noxious, I've competed for a pretty big fraction of my gaming career. I know all about it. We're not going into all the nitty-gritty details.
We are now at the final day of the International Dota 2 Championships. It is Na'Vi. They have a one-game advantage sitting very, very sweetly in the grand final. Who will get a shot at the $1 million?
Na'Vi was running the same strategy the whole time, and no one seemed to be able to counter it.
Na'Vi loves pushing from minute 10 and trying to end the game at minute 15. Those strategies are very sensitive because if you fail even once, it can become a very difficult game for you. eHome has been known for how well they defend their base. So if there was a team that could stop Na'Vi's push, it would be eHome.
And let's get this game underway. The players will start to pick up their heroes with $1 million at stake.
Ditsy Mom with the
will
Twitch
need to win
Prime.
2.
Thank you.
eHome will need to win 3.
Hold up, I know you're coming. I know you're commenting, but hold up. Let me just finish this.
eHome managed to survive Na'Vi's onslaught early.
It's all on
Yeah,
Danny.
that's all.
PLT. Team beat himself in. Danny on the retreat. Back out to the tower. Will he give himself away? X, yes, there it is. Last hit. 3-5-7. The better man brings down Dendy in the middle.
Every time you see Dendy perform, he's always playing very well, and he usually doesn't lose his lanes.
So they, like, his impatience is that Chinese teams, they are patient. They look out for the fact that you may cross the line, and they will take you and kill you.
Trash, how you doing? You trash us. Always been trash.
3-5-7 PLT. Everyone is right on top of Dendy. He's in the wrong place.
The way Na'Vi played, they really gamble, basically.
Denny's really been ganked, just shut down. And there's a single kill to his name as well.
Damn.
Now Na'Vi going to assault inside the base. Watch our style. Tier 3 tower VS swap. Arsenal in the wrong place. Doing them as well. BM popping off. Rabbit report from line of heaven. Unable to affect eHome. Password going down. You want to be initiated on Na'Vi.
I sure it's been trash.
They take your
know what you talking about.
upsets and they just win the game through those mistakes.
GG from Na'Vi. eHome is celebrating right now.
Yeah, Buku, I seen that. It was really good.
Na'Vi cannot believe it. They've dominated this tournament up till now, and eHome takes the first match so convincingly.
That was the first loss of Na'Vi during the whole tournament. They went undefeated until the grand final.
We're going to have a 15-minute break and be right back here soon. Na'Vi.
See, the thing about losers bracket is like it kind of sucks when you go in there, but the people who go undefeated in the beginning of the top part of the bracket, they have to wait for losers bracket to finish. You get what I'm saying? So the motherfuckers who are grinding in losers bracket, you know what I mean, with their fucking, you know, on their last legs, with their whole tournament on the line, they're like warm. They're playing against other teams who are fucking trying to win. It's always crazy.
15-minute break and be right back here soon. Na'Vi.
So like it sucks to be in losers bracket, but
eHome, well,
motherfuckers go on runs in losers bracket.
Any lose actually make me pretty sad.
sad, didn't he? Springer Spaniel.
We try to put family pictures here. This is our mom and dad, and I think that this one is our favorite actually.
That's a cute picture.
My childhood, we lived poor life, and Dad was working for all our life.
But he helped us every time, every problem. I just asked him and he do everything for me, for Katya,
See you later, baby.
as well. But Danils and Farah was like friends.
Действительно, мой муж был просто фанатичным рыбаком. Данил был, ну, я бы сказала, можно сказать, его самым лучшим учеником по рыбалке. Данил имеет такое же терпение, такую же выдержку, как и его папа. Он мог часами сидеть и смотреть на поплавок, который даже не пытался дергаться.
Arrow, what do you mean?
They can see with no speaking for hours and just enjoy each other's company. They understood each other without words.
One day I was going fishing, but Dad never showed up. And when I came home, it's already super late. He was feeling bad. He went to hospital. He decided to stay for a few weeks, you know, so we watch everything, stuff like this. And cancer.
It was very big shock for me because he was very thin. I cannot understand, this is my father. He was sure that it must be okay, but it's very short time.
I was really sad and was crying a lot. I was sad about I couldn't say him many times how much I love him.
Но после того, как папы не стало, он не ездил на рыбалку ни разу. Ни разу.
Green.
То есть пока это все осталось в прошлом.
Actually, I spent more time on the computer because
Really
I
close to
could
the
not
bag.
think about it. It's like distractor. It was like a start time actually, the push to play more. And that's maybe one of the reasons why I'm playing now. Maybe I wouldn't play at all.
The relationship of
I think
Daniel
I'm gonna
and
play
my mom
another game.
improved strongly these days. They support each other
Yeah, but it's
and
okay.
they are very good friends. I think that this is very important for Daniel.
You know, 5 years ago I wouldn't care about many things.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Now I'm thinking about it a lot. Something knock you down, you need to learn to get up. So I'm trying to research this. To learn to get up. This is the most important moment in my life because everything I worked on wasn't useful, and now I have a chance to win this tournament for my family.
Go ahead, boy. Go ahead, boy.
And Navi playing in the grand finals. Navi just lost one game versus Leon, and it's 1-1. So both teams have to win 2 matches in order to win the $1 million.
Because our picks look completely different. We were like passive and stuff. People thought like we lost the first game, we're gonna lose the second game. We were maybe a little bit demoralized. We really needed to change to a different pick. We were missing something.
А Enigma мы взяли просто, чтобы у нас был сильный тимфайт на замес 5-5.
It was like last hero left and I never played it before.